Welcome to K.A.E Sports Talk. And before we get started, if all of you can give me the HKO special, help the king out, hit the like, subscribe, and comment. So, what do I want to talk about? Well, here we go. So, we want to talk about Ice Cube and and he's been running the Big Three League for all these years. So there you go. But before I do play this video, Ice Cube, he was in a lot of movies, a former member of NWA, and then he had a solo career, and then he did something with West Side Connection, So I kind of grew up with listening to Ice Cube. I actually, you know, uh, kind of met Ice Cube. He ain't gonna remember it because his real name is O'Shea Jackson. So when he was doing higher learning, because what is it? The makeup artist actually knew him, so he was there. So I was kind of like, wow, but no one's gonna remember. But yeah, he's been running the Big Three League. It's 6 years, but 1 year we skipped it because of the pandemic. But this is something important that he has to say. So we're gonna listen in on what it meant to be in the club or not to be in the club. So here we go. Here's Ice Cube.
Yo, what's cracking? You know what it is? It's your homeboy Ice Cube. Um, and some of you may not have realized um, that I'm not part of the club. And a lot of you listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club either. And what I realized with the club is what makes them so mad is when you don't want to be part of their fucking club. That pisses them off. What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got to deal with.
Okay, so for that one, he is kind of talking about the NBA, even if he's, you know, not straight out saying it. But man, yeah. So, and here's the thing, this league does not interfere with the NBA. It might maybe interfere with summer ball, but it doesn't, not, mess with the NBA at all. But I know what he's getting at, so let's listen in some more.
You know who they are, and they definitely know who they are. A lot of people would be like, "What? Who? Come on, man, stop playing." So ever since, ever since I put out the contract with Black America, you know they've been fucking with me here and there, this and that. But it's cool, I expect that. Um, I've been working with, on the big three for a long time, and you know how they've been fucking with me with that. I done made it, plain, simple, and clear what they've been doing. The NBA been fucking with us. Now, a lot of people might say, like, well, but Cube, you want to work with the NBA? Really, I don't give a fuck about working with the NBA. What I want them to do when I say work with us is to stop working against us. Stop doing that bullshit behind the scenes that we know you're doing. Um, Mainstream media, you know, they ain't fucking with us. And that's cool. We can do it ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We still on the rise without these motherfuckers. So we don't need them. You don't need them. You know? So what am I going to do to deal with these motherfucking gatekeepers? Well, what I'm going to do is go on a Fuck the Gatekeepers podcast tour. And I'm going to go talk to everybody. Everybody. You know? and get a chance to get my message out to the people. Um, be able to let people hear from me.
Yep. And another thing with this big three, right? You know, there's about what is it about 12 teams. Each team has five players. These guys are not just any old players. These guys are all stars. These guys are, have coaches that are legends from the NBA. So, this league, is starting to grow in popularity. All right, so let's finish off with this here.
You know, and you might agree, you might not, but the the important thing is, for me to go on these platforms, say what I feel about what I think, and you know, some people may get pissed off because I'm going to talk to everybody. I'm not playing, and it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be fun. Appreciate y'all. Always support the big three. Hopefully I'm doing stuff that you guys dig. I'm not doing this for me. I'm doing this for people that's bored as fuck in the summer with summer sports and want something cool like the big three. So here we are. Appreciate you. Much love, much respect from your homeboy Ice Cube. Remember that.
Okay, so yeah, and they just finished a week one of season six. So they're yeah, it is starting to pick up. And without any NBA help, and he's out there with this league, and then of course eventually it is gonna get an international flavor in there too. So I think that is gonna be coming up because yeah, I mean if you don't make it to the NBA, the big three is an option, and I think there's gonna be more teams, and even the big three. Uh, Besides Cube's league, you have the big three around the world that is building up in with the population of it. So with Cube here, you know, it's gonna build up, and of course, in the big three, as I've stated, you have uh the stars. I mean, you have. And even the coaching staff, you have George Gervin, who's a coach. You have Michael Cooper, Lisa Leslie as a coach. You have legendary coaches. So, this league is just gonna grow and grow. And another thing is it's not pushing a woke agenda at all. And he doesn't care pretty much. So he is just gonna put his league out there, and it's gonna be an interesting summer. It is a 10-week league, so as I said, they just completed week one, and of course, in week 10, the championship will be in London. So that's gonna be fun to stay tuned for, and now I'm just gonna maybe kind of follow along with this league now. You know, with this. And, I know it's been around for 6 years, but hey, if Cube is going to do something about this, hey, I'm down with it. And let's just see how the big three does. So that's pretty much it. All right, everyone. If any of you enjoyed this content, give me the HKO special. Help the king out. Hit the like, subscribe, and comment what you think. All right, everyone. I will see you in my next video.